Welcome back to the third video in this series for tennis elbow pain. So if this is your first time in this series, please go back and check out the previous two videos in this series, part 1 and part 2. It's really important to kind of follow that progression of these exercises for tendonitis, elbow pain. So again, this is part 3 of the series. So now we're going to incorporate gripping with the lifting of the weight, and we're going to kind of continue to use this elevated platform, countertop surface, tabletop, whatever you have works fine. And now we can kind of start to incorporate a dumbbell. Again, we can still use the resistance band or the shopping bag from the pantry. All three of these will work fine. But now we're going to, without using the other hand, we're going to start movement with gripping a dumbbell or light resistance band, and just very slowly lowering this weight with the palm down as low as possible, slowly bringing it up as high as possible. Right, you're going to feel these muscles tense up, tighten up, and probably start to fatigue after about 10 repetitions or so. Okay, so again, we can use the resistance band that I have anchored to the dumbbell on the floor, or under your foot works fine too. But instead of hassle of the resistance band on the back of your hand with your fingers straight, now we can use a grip around that band. And again, same thing with the dumbbells. We're going to lower it down as far as possible and then lift it up toward the ceiling as high as possible, all the while kind of keeping the forearm resting here on your countertop. So no hold for this one. So we're just going to pause at the bottom, slowly raise it as high as you can, and a pause there, and then just repeat that exercise for 10 repetitions. Just do one set of 10 repetitions. Okay. We could also use the grocery bag. And again, I have just a couple of cans of beans in here, but the idea is the same. Just gripping the handle now, lifting and lowering that resistance as much as you can. And hopefully, if you've been kind of following along in the series, part 1, the isometric, hopefully at the end of that series you're kind of be able to do those pain-free. And again, same with the series 2, I want you to be able to do those without pain before you move to these exercises here in part 3. And then once you're here in part 3, phase 3 of the exercises, I would hope that you'd be able to do one set of 10 of each of these exercises before moving on to adding another set of 10 after a few days. So maybe try 5 days, every day, once a day, 10 repetitions, one set of this exercise, before moving on to adding 2 sets of this exercise once a day, 5 days. Once that's pain-free, then you can move on to doing 3 sets of 10 once every other day. So now that we're increasing the volume a bit, we want to add in a day of rest between the bouts of exercise to give the muscle some time to recover, heal, and rest. All right. Now, one thing I haven't talked about really is stretching these muscles. So a great stretch to do for these muscles is to sort of bend your wrist downward, apply a little bit of an overpressure with your opposite hand, and then gently straighten your elbow. As you do that, you're going to feel these muscles tighten up, and it shouldn't be painful, but you should feel a light to moderate stretch right along the back of the forearm as you're extending your elbow, straightening your elbow. And I want you to just hold that for about 30 seconds before you relax, maybe even shake it out a little bit, and then repeat that again. So 4 times, 30 seconds. It should be a great stretch. And I hope at this point you're well on your way to recovery from this elbow injury. And please let me know in the comments if this has been helpful. If you have any other questions about this or any of my other videos, go check out the channel and watch all the other videos that I have on there for other aches and pains and rehabbing other joints and muscles. All right, thanks again for watching.